Good afternoon, friends, family of the internet. Let's see here. It is Sunday, and I want to rotate these tires because they're kind of it needs to be done. It needs to be done. Let's just say that. So we're going to get this thing up in the air, and then we're going to pull the wheels off, rotate them, and, well, before we do that, obviously, we're going to look at the brakes. So let's get it up in the air. Hey, stop scaring Russ. Come on, scaring him. Let's go. What? Oh my goodness. All right, let's tell him, I guess. Okay. So I was lucky enough to have a company reach out to me, and they wanted me to test out some of their tools. So they sent me this deep socket set. The company is Olsa Tools, and they're actually out of Canada. Really nice products. So if you're a weekend warrior guy like me, take a hard look at some of their stuff. The quality is very, very good, and the prices are excellent. So they sent me this deep socket set. You can see they're all numbered, easy to see. Comes in a nice case. The case closes nice. No funny business there. You don't have to worry about the hinges falling inside here and breaking, so that's cool. These are, I mean, look at these sockets, how they're got the size written on there. You know, they're nice and beefy looking and substantial. This is 1/2-inch drive, so we're going to use the Milwaukee. But yeah, this is the first time I'm using the set. But again, if you're a weekend warrior like I am, it's nice to buy good tools at an affordable price. So let's yank this off. We'll get the camera set up, and you can watch that. Okay, 19 mil on big boy here. Rotors feel good still. Hey, pal.
Hello.
All right, so this is like, I mean, if you've ever done automotive brakes before, this is pretty much the same stuff. It's just a little bit smaller. So I'm gonna bust loose this. Looks like a 12 or a 13 mil, and get this caliper off. Take a look at the pads. Hopefully the pins are greased, so we're gonna use a wrench, bud. Thank you though. So we'll get a 12 mil open end box. Might have a little bit of, gotta watch this line here, but so yeah, let's blow this off good. Let me get the compressor, get the dusty dews and stuff out, and yeah, then we'll pop this caliper. So if you look there and see if you can see, you gotta push the line a little bit, but you can get your 12 mil short on there. Let's see how this one feels. Same sort of deal. You're gonna need to hold it with that 17. Okay. So these should slide right off, and they do. All right, so these feel good. I want to blow this out with air. You can see there's dirt and stuff here, and a lot of times some guys will put lube here. Some people don't like doing that. I mean, I've sometimes put brake stuff here, but I feel like the best place to put brake stuff is going to be you could put a little lube here and here, but let's blow this out good and see. They put looks like some kind of shim pad in here, but oh, there's some junk in there too. So obviously when you take something off-road, you're going to get stuff in the brakes. But let's blow this off a little bit more. All right, let's pop these out. Yeah, so there's a little bit of grease on these. Boy, it's really hard. I don't know if that's just the kind of junk they put on here, but I think I'm gonna put silicone paste on these. I don't know what this stuff is. They're lubed, but not well. So I'm gonna get a clean rag, clean this off, and we're gonna put some fresh silicone paste on here because I don't know what this weird red looking stuff is, but let's do that. All right, you want to make note of this. Let me tell you about the shims here on the, that would be the inboard pad. So not seeing the lubricate icon, and honestly, if you put grease on these, it's just going to attract dirt. So I would say leave these dry, which is probably why they're squeaking. Dirt is getting in there, and then as the disc spins, it's just creating some noise. So it really won't hurt anything. Slotted guy, bottom. All perfectly rounded guy, top. So let's lube that up. It does show to lube that. And then we'll get this one back in there. I'll show you. Let me toss this one back in there, and then I'll show you the other thing you got to do. All right, so same sort of deal. This is the top all round one. Let me put that one in. Yeah, I got a little audience here. So when you put these things back in, and this is the same for really any vehicle. So when you put these slide pins in, you want to make sure that they move freely, that there's no binding. Obviously, this thing's brand new, so it's going to be really good. You know, unless I sank it in a mud hole and like water got in here, then maybe rust could form. But the top and the bottom should all move real nice. So when you put these on, just squeeze them, and then you want to like burp the air out of these. So, because you want them, see how they like suck back in now? So with this one, push it in, see how there's air? You basically want to pinch the side of it, and that'll get the air out of it. So, see, now it's good, they slide nice. There's no air or anything weird in there, and that feels good. And you want to make sure that that rubber boot is seated, and you want to make sure there's no rips in these either, because that's just going to let water in, and then that's going to be a problem. So, alright, since we're going to do the switcheroo here, I'm going to put this caliper back on. So let's do that, and then we're just going to do the same thing over on the other side. So let's get this back on and see how it goes back on. Yeah, I think I got this one started, but I'm going to get some no bind and just put a little bit of no bind, because you're going to be in the brakes again. You might as well put something on here to keep it from binding inside those slide pins. So let me go get that real quick. I'll make sure to put links in the description for all this junk. So yeah, I will include a link for the Olsa stuff, and there's a coupon code that you can use. All right, so we'll get our ratchet and our 17. Tighten these up. I think I said this torque spec before, like 30 something or other. You know, I'm not gonna be a gorilla here, but you know, if you've worked on brakes enough, you know what this stuff is supposed to feel like, even something like this. Okay. Then when you're done doing that, your caliper, it should float. Like, see how this is moving? It needs to do that. If it doesn't do that, then something bad is happening. You got to reinvestigate everything. All right, my son here wants to use the fancy new Olsa Tools socket there. You like those sockets? What do you think? They're pretty nice, huh?
Yeah, they feel like metal.
Yeah, that's
like I like how they're black.
Yeah, they look good. Well, Impact stuff is usually black. They're more of a beefy. All right, so before you do this, you want to make sure that you're fully on. Get on there. Go ahead. Get on the nut. Make sure that you're fully seated. Yep, all the way. Give it a blip. Oh, easy. Takes them off fast.
I did it.
And then shake out the lug nut and then just put it in your chair there. Make sure you're fully on. That is the most important thing. Okay? I like doing little blips, but however you want to do it. Because we got to get this big heavy wheel off now.
It doesn't go in correctly.
Alright, so same sort of deal here. I'm going to... These ones are way more accessible. You don't have the brake line in the way because it's on the... These are really nice little calipers. But yeah, so again, 12 mil here and here. And this will come right off. And then we'll check for the... make sure we're going to get the old lube off of there and put in some good silicone paste. So...
It's rusting.
I'm not going to bore you with that, I don't think. You know, once you see one side, you've seen them all. But I will say, pretty robust brake system. These are nice calipers. They seem like they're going to be easy to work on and replace stuff if you have to. I do like the way that everything is routed here, and you have nice rubber here, and then this has like a rubber overmolding. They put some kind of hose on here to protect the stainless from wearing, and that's really nice. So you know what, the only thing that would have been even better would be a greasable ball joint here. You know, you'll replace that maybe with aftermarket and that'll have a grease fitting in it, so that would have been nice, but that's okay.